Hello guys, User here bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. For today's battle, I'm closing the Twisted and the Twilight patch with this matchup. For tomorrow, I'm probably gonna rate the changes after the patch release. We're probably gonna get patch notes, so yeah, I'm gonna rate the changes and see the changes that might not have happened, and then talk about the changes that I think should have happened if they didn't. And yeah, I'm just gonna rate them. So I've talked about this matchup a lot. I mean, the only place that I think Hellebrand is a good pick on her altar, Cauldron of Blood, is against High Elves, and I'll talk about it in a minute. But before that, let's just jump into the army composition and see what we have here. I brought Blades of the Blood Queen to give guardian to my two characters, and for Hellebrand it's really important to keep her alive there. We have two Bleak Swords, both of them chevroned up. I also brought two Dread Spears, put them between these Bleak Swords and these two Black Oak Corsairs. If my opponents want to charge, I want to screen the cav with Dread Spears. I have two Cold War Knights and two Dark Riders with shields. Cold War Knights are kind of slow, so if you have something like Dark Riders, you can catch fast moving units and then do the damage with the Cold War Knights. I also brought two Dark Shards, and I put them far back, so the High Elf range advantage doesn't kill them too fast. So yeah, these guys don't have shields as well. So for leadership, a Sorcerer of Beast with Manticore Summon and Pan's Impenetrable Pelt. You can overcast this to get ground effect, so you can cover many units in the AoE. For Hellebrand, I have Gaze of Cain, a Heroic Killing Blow, Fury of Cain, which is a buff I really love. Look at the duration; it's 1 minute long, and it gives a lot of buffs. Amulet of Darkfire to give AoE magic resistance, the Curse Blade, Blood Frenzy, and that's it. And as I talked about this before, Hellebrand is really good against High Elves, and I'm talking specifically about the Cauldron of Blood, and that's because the magic damage. If you pick Alariel, she has this unofficial, which imbues magical damage. Phoenixes cause magical damage. Both of them are Arcane Phoenixes, so yeah, both. What can I choose them? The hitbox on these guys are really wonky here. So yeah, both of them have magic damage. And Sisters of Avalon, which can do armor piercing damage, are gonna get reduced damage against Hellebrand there. So yeah, for the front line, my opponent has brought two units of Rangers, both of them chevroned up. 2 White Lions of Trace, no, 3, one is standing in the back, and 2 Spearmen here. We also have 2 Archer units and a Noble, naked without any abilities and stuff, because all of the funds have gone into these Arcane Phoenixes and Alariel. Alariel has Arcane Conduit, Earthblood. What's the name of the ability from the Lord of Light? False Protection, Boon of Isha, Shield of Safari, and Life Bloom lore attributes there. So without further ado, let's just start the battle and see what's gonna happen here. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the poison changes and my expectations and what I want to see after the battle is. And this is a really fun battle, so I hope you guys enjoy it, by the way. So as soon as I see the Phoenixes, I know my opponent is gonna realize that these Dark Shards are gonna be a real problem. They might go for my flanks, which have a really expensive unit that has a hard time paying for itself. So I have to keep my cav close to them, just like that. Look at that. The Omen of Assyrian goes down, start attacking the the Black Oak Corsairs, but I need to yeah, he moves his Phoenix, so I have to move my Cav closer. I need to keep these guys closer to the range units and these guys to the Black Oak Corsairs. In the front line, even though my opponent has Rangers and White Lions, I'm not that worried because you'll see in a minute, I have a lot of buffs that can make these guys kill higher tier units really easily there. So my opponent risk another charge into these guys, which pays off. He can get off the ground really easily. So Gaze of Cain and Fury of Cain on these Bleak Swords, and yeah, the Gaze of Cain also buffing these Dread Spears, who are, interestingly enough, are trading evenly with White Lions of Trace, right? That's awesome. In the front line, in the middle of the formation, Blades of the Blood Queen just munch through these Rangers. They have no chance here. The other Bleak Swords, look at how fast they lose to these White Lions. The Dread Spears are losing as well, but it's fine. They're doing a lot of damage there, and I can support them with my Cav units and range units. So yeah, I wasn't expecting the White Lions to destroy these poor Bleak Swords that fast. So yeah, these Dark Shards are getting enveloped. I need to move them away. Omen of Assyrian also joining in the fight, but from the flanks I was able to send my Black Oak Corsairs. Now with the Murderous Powers popped, a lot of my units melee attacks and weapon strength are off the charts here. So these White Lions, I don't think they're gonna be able to do much here. So I'm just sending my Black Oak Corsairs to deal with the range units. One of my Feral Manticores are already dealing with some archers there, which is nice. We were able to catch these Phoenixes with my Cav units, which is really nice. If I can just pin them down, these guys are in a war of hurt. So let's see how my units are doing here in the middle of the formation. Blades of the Blood Queen killing the feral spearmen, and they were able to deal with the noble. Kron is not taking too much damage because, as I said, Alariel has magical damage, so I'm fine with that. And by the way, the altar also gives 25 missile resistance, so these guys are not doing too much damage if they're shooting the altar here. They're probably shooting the Blades of the Blood Queen, which is not nice. So one of the Phoenixes already caught Omen of Assyrian, though, because I had to send my Dark Riders to deal with something else, it's gonna run away. That's one of the weaknesses of Cold Ones, is that they are really slow. So yeah, but the Black Oak Corsairs are chasing their ideal target. Archers are not gonna probably be able to survive there for long. This other unit as well, even though Alariel is gonna try to stop them, I don't think she can, because I'm probably not gonna just sit there and attack her, or I'll just send some supports there. So Omen going for Sorcerer of Beast. I use Fury of Cain. Phoenix is gonna take a lot of damage there. Earth's Blood going down here. I use the Gaze of Cain here. I just want to deal with these guys. Gaze of Cain used to give leadership. That might be a reflex click as well for using that. I'm still trying to kill this Arcane Phoenix. I'm not sure if he got his healing or what. He hasn't taken a lot of damage, unfortunately, even though anti-large units are shooting them. So I was trying to send these Dark Shards to support here, but yeah, I saw these guys, White Lions, so I decided to shoot them a bit to make them weaker. Now Omen of Assyrian with the help of White Lions are trying to fight Blades of the Blood Queen, who still have the Fury of Cain buff on them, so they're gonna destroy these poor White Lions. Hellebron is here as well, 90 kills, not bad. even though it's not a good idea to leave Cold One Knights in the sustain combat here, it's fine because they have a lot of AoE buffs, so I'm fine with that. So my opponent is going for the range units wisely. He should have used his Earth Blood on both of these units, but it's fine. Now Cold One Knights again getting their charge onto these this Omen of Assyrian there, trying to surround it. Hellebron is joining in, and just like that I can just move my Dark Shards away from the single entity flying monsters. So that's nice. Now I'm shooting Alariel. I'm trying to force my opponent to get into the bad engagement, and when the flying units like Phoenixes, which have AoE attacks, move over your units, you know what's gonna happen, right? So I just have to move and hope my opponent misclicks, and just like that I saved a lot of my archers there, which is nice. But another thing I forgot was that the other Arcane Phoenix, I thought this one is a normal Phoenix, so yeah, I'm not gonna dodge this one, unfortunately. I'm trying to move them, but it's kind of too late though. So not a lot of infantry remaining. I'm chasing the archers with these Black Hawk Corsairs. I don't want to fight the White Lions. They're beat up, but my first priority are getting rid of the Rangers here. So again, my opponent has no choice but to just dive in, and that means a lot of Dark Riders, and with the back of Cold One Knights, yeah, they're gonna get these guys. A Fury of Cain going down again for the third time. Look at their melee attack, 54 with their anti-large. So yeah, even the Gaze of Cain going down. So yeah, my opponent, I'm not sure if the balance of power gave out, or my opponent just decided to concede. But let's watch how our units did. Hellebron on top of her altar. She didn't took a lot of damage. The damage value is decent enough, so I'm happy. She used her buffs a lot. 3 Gaze of Cains, I think, or 3 Fury of Cains. Sorcerer, I don't know, she can't fight that well, but the spells excuse me, were there. Look at this unit and the other one. This one, I think this one had Fury of Cain and Gaze of Cain buff, so 5,000 damage, 600, nearly 700 damage value, not bad. Both of the Black Hawk courses paid for themselves. They were fighting subpar infantry. Blades of the Blood Queen also did really well, nearly 40k damage. 2100, 2200 damage value. Range units, if you leave them, they're gonna shine as well. So yeah, everything was awesome. This unit, I'm not sure why it couldn't attack the Arcane Phoenix there, but yeah. So let's see my opponent. I don't think anything. These two did fine. Interestingly enough, all of the White Lions did really good, which is expected. The rest of the units did fine as well. This Omen of Assyrian did okay. The other units not so much. So yeah, let's see. Let's just jump into the custom battle here. I just wanted to talk about the poison changes a bit, and the changes that I expected to see, but I haven't seen any of the changes that I wanted to see. First of all, let's see Hellebron. First of all, she has decent melee defense, but the units that rely on poison to survive, I mean, Hellebron has physical resistance, and she had poison that used to give nearly 20% more ward save, right? Not ward save, but a physical resistance against melee units. The poison got nerfed, so it's 5% worse. So I didn't see any change in melee defense. Kerbdis got one because his poison got nerfed, but unfortunately I haven't seen any changes or heard about any changes to Hellebron's melee defense. I hope her physical resistance got buffed by 5% to compensate, but yeah, she hasn't gotten that. And another thing that I really hope that has gotten fixed is the Cauldron of Blood. Let's watch this. So without Cauldron, the base cost of Crone Hellebron is 1150, death tag 600, and yeah, the stats show why. But when on Cauldron, let's look at the stat differences. Yeah, the it's still 600 difference, gold difference, but the stats get reduced a lot. So I'm hoping for Death Hag and Hellebron, so that their Cauldron of Blood get some price decrease. I really hope to see that in the next patch. I don't think that's gonna happen though. So what else? The other change that I really wanted to see, what was it? Oh yeah, K-Knight Assassin as well. He relies on poison to survive as well. He has poison on his range attack and melee attack, so I'm hoping he gets some compensation, because he lost 5% survivability against physical damage. So I hope something happens there as well. Oh, by the way, another thing I wanted to show, I have shown that in before, but there's inconsistency in cost for some items that do the same thing. 22% magic resistance for 240 gold. Now watch this. High Elves, not noble, yeah, the Lore Master of Hoeth. Let's see the item cost. So Lore Master's cloak, which gives 22% magic resistance in 40 meter area of effect, just like Hellebron. This one costs 164, but Hellebron's item costs 240. So that's neat to something to look at as well before the game ends. I mean, I really hope CA doesn't leave the game with these inconsistencies. So one other thing is that magical void that Luther has access to is, it gives 33% magical resistance, and this one costs just as much as Hellebron's item. So this is something that needs to get looked at as well. So anything else? I don't think so. Harvesters and Doomfire Warlocks got some melee defense to compensate for the poison nerf. Anything else that hasn't gotten any change? I don't think so, right? The rest are fine. Oh, by the way, all the range units in the Dark Elf roster, I haven't seen the other faction rosters, but the Dark Shards and Shades, all of them got one more missile strength. I'm not sure about Shades, but I'm pretty sure that Shades missile strength is now 24. So yeah, we're probably gonna get the patch notes tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, I'm gonna give my thoughts about them as well. So this is probably gonna be my last video from the Twisted and the Twilight. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a really great journey. I enjoyed the changes that Dark Elf got, and I'm happy about the changes that are getting in the next patch. I just hope they're enough. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you guys consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would really help me and my channel grow. I upload videos daily, so stay tuned for that as well. And I have a Discord server. You can join. We can talk about builds and stuff. And yeah, the link is in the description of this video. So that's it. Catch you all later. Bye.